Saddle up, saddle up, saddle up, saddle up, saddle up. This is the story of 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. High as the glory of 26 men whose courage helped to build the territory. 26 men who saddled up and then rode out to answer duty's call. 26 men who lived to ride again and fight for the rights and the liberty of all. This is the story of 26 men enforcing law within the territory. Praise be the glory of 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. Ride on, ride on, ride on.
My name is Clarence Beaty. I served in the Arizona Rangers under Captain Riney from the years of 1903 to 1907. Although I wasn't up there when this happened, but I know it to be a true story.
The Arizona Ranger was the custodian of Arizona's peace and justice. They brought law and order to the borderlands, matched their gun savvy with the top guns of the territory. They were heroes without being heroic. In 1901, the Rangers handled 3,422 complaints, returned over $600,000 worth of stolen property, cattle representing the bulk of this figure, and sent 249 persons to prison. But placing men behind bars wasn't the answer to Arizona's future. It's what the men did with their lives after they were released that was important. Some of the men were worth saving.
Howdy, Aaron. Hello, Kevin. I left some money with the warden for you. What would you getting out tomorrow?
How's Ma?
Oh, good as can be under the conditions.
Conditions?
Wade Dehner, he's still lording it over us, Kevin. I don't know how Ma puts up with it.
What's Wade Dehner been doing?
Oh, no more than usual, just talking, reminding everybody time and again he's the one that sent you to prison. It ain't been easy living in a town where you're pointed out and laughed at. Now, Pa built up a good
That'll
name.
all stop when I get home. I'm gonna have a little talk with Wade Dehner.
Talk? That all you're gonna do?
There ain't no use going over it now. It's all I've thought about for 3 years. And I made up my mind to a lot of things.
Well, I thought you'd do something. It ain't like you just turning the other cheek.
I didn't say I wasn't gonna do something. I didn't say I was gonna turn the other cheek. I just said there ain't no use going over it now. You go on home and see tomorrow's taken care of.
All right.
I'm gonna take the stage out of here in the morning. Should put me home about sundown. I want to thank you, Aaron, for all you've done for me the past 3 years. I'll make it up to you.
Now, don't you worry, now.
Hold it. Your name Aaron Hardy?
That's right.
Unbuckle your gun belt and throw it to the ground.
You Pinch Farley?
What has it you want to talk to me?
Talk is you're good with a gun.
Skip the flattery and get to the facts.
I own a ranch in Gila Bend. And ever since...
I know your biography. I used to do some drinking with a cowboy that ramrodded your outfit. He hated your guts. So the people in Gila Bend felt the same way. You were the kind of man that liked to spread out. Didn't have the guts to do his own killing. So you want me to do it for you. Now, how much and who?
$1,000. My name is Kevin Hardy.
Real anxious, huh? Any kin?
Brother.
You're so anxious to have your brother killed.
That's my business.
You're making it mine.
I've been a cripple since I was a kid. Horse accidents. Ever since people have paid no attention to me, they all turned to Kevin. Figured a cripple couldn't do a job. Well, how would you like to live in the shadow of a brother? Well, for the past 3 years, I've done a job, and I...
You want to make sure he don't step in and mess up your game of marbles.
$1,000.
Your brother married?
What's that got to do with it? $500 now.
2 rules I live by. One is a man does me a favor, I pay him back. Number two, I don't go around making widows out of wives. When I was a kid, my old man caught a dose of lead poisoning. Maybe if he'd have lived, I wouldn't be in this line of work.
My brother isn't married. Deal. Well, it's got to look like a man by the name of Wade Dehner did it. This is his gun. His initials are carved in the handle. What's wrong?
Somehow in my line of work, man just don't see the good in people. Now let's get to the horrible facts.
Cute, Dad. Rate we're going, we'll have a cattle ranch yet. Wade Dehner and daughter. Cattle galore.
This one seems to be all right, Beaver. Put him back with the others. We'll pick him up later. Come on, honey.
Tell me, honey, are you really happy?
Why shouldn't I be? I got everything a girl could ask for. And then some.
What about Kevin?
What about him?
Well, a girl's got to settle down someday. Kevin's a good man. Just because he made one mistake doesn't make him all bad. We all make them. Their old dad's made a couple of Lulus in his time.
Dad, you're wonderful. It's Captain Riney.
Hello, Wade. How are you?
You old reprobate.
Been a long time.
I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. How have you been?
Just fine. They told me at the ranch I could find you out here. Hello, Mary. You've changed a lot since the last time I saw you. You're getting prettier. You sure don't take after your father.
Gin or coffee, Tom?
Sounds good.
I'll get it.
Thank you, honey. Tell me, what brings you out in this part of the country? Renegade? Man on the run?
Neither. Kevin Hardy's getting out of prison today.
Is that why you're here?
You're the one that sent him there. Man can build up a lot of hate in 3 years inside prison walls. How do you feel about
Oh, why look back, Tom? I say let the past be.
Mr. Dehner! Mr. Dehner! It's Aaron Hardy. He's built a fence between here and the river.
Beefer, mount up. You lead the way.
Dad.
There's no time for talk, Mary. You stay here.
I'll ride out with you, Wade.
That's up to you, Tom.
What's the reason for the fence, Aaron? To keep my livestock in.
All mine out, which?
Take it any way you want. You were marshal of Gila Bend once. Know any law against a man fencing his own property?
I made a deal with your dad to use the river running through this land.
My pappy, rest his soul, died right after you sent my brother Kevin to prison. Any deal you made with him was buried 3 years ago.
Why'd you wait till now to string a fence?
My brother is coming home from prison. I figured this fence is sort of a welcome home present.
I'll tell you this, Aaron. I'm not going to let my cattle die with thirst and do nothing about it.
Well, now, the way I see it, you ain't got much choice. Legally. Has he, Captain? Of course, you could push your herd right through the fence and bust it wide open, but then if you do that, well, that'll be a lot of blood spilled.
If that's the only way my stock can get to water, that's the way it's going to be. And that's that.
Wait for me, Wade. I want to talk to you. Why can't you leave the past alone?
Well, no, it isn't me, Captain. I guess when Wade was packing that tin badge, he thought he was doing his duty. But then Kevin looks at things different.
What happened was none of Wade's doing.
Well, Kevin doesn't figure a man ought to suffer 3 years just because he went on a little tear.
Does he figure going on a tear entitles him to kill a man?
Accident. Pure accident.
There was no intent, if that's what you mean. But just the same, a man was killed by one of Kevin's stray bullets.
It'll all be straightened out. Come sundown tomorrow.
Wade, I want you to give me your word you won't do anything till Kevin gets home.
It's a waste of time, Tom, and you know it.
Just take it easy. Don't do anything you'll be sorry for.
Tom, it's easy for you to talk like that. You don't have every penny you own tied up in this thing like I have. And besides, it isn't your stock that'll die.
I know how you feel, Wade. But will you wait till Kevin gets home?
All right, Tom, I'll wait. But in the meantime, I'll have the boys polishing rifles and standing by. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right.
You're Captain Reining.
Yes, ma'am.
We met 3 years ago at my son's trial.
Oh, may I help?
Thank you. I had Miss Williams make me a new dress and hat. My son's coming home tomorrow.
Mrs. Hardy, there may be trouble when Kevin gets back.
I know.
Trouble spreads like fire in all directions. A lot of innocent people will be touched.
You don't have to beat around the bush with me, Captain. Say what's on your mind.
Wade Dehner is willing to talk. I thought if you spoke to your sons, maybe they'd take their pride out of their holsters.
What can I say, Captain? I'm only a woman. I'm here to raise a family and cook and sew and work like a field hand and nurse and teach. And then when men get killed, to cry at their funerals. That's the way it's always going to be, as long as the gun is law.
Law of the gun is on the way out.
Do you really believe that?
I do. This is 1901, Mrs. Hardy. Before too long, Arizona will be a state. Law from town to town will be a thing of the past. We'll have one law, and a lot of men to back it up. We'll have churches and schools and fair courts. The state will take its place with the others.
You really do believe it? I wish I could live to see the day.
I suspect you will.
And I suspect, Captain, that you're a dreamer.
Well, I've been called a lot of things. But will you talk to your sons?
I don't think it would do any good.
It certainly wouldn't do any harm.
I'll think about it.
I understand Kevin will be home before sundown tomorrow. I'm sure you must have a lot of things you want to do.
Stage ticket, Mr. Hardy. And according to the law, paroled prisoners receive $50. I could have made a mistake. Don't you want to count it?
I just want one thing, and that's to pull out of here.
Have you any plans, son?
Yeah, plenty of them.
Arizona's grown a lot the past 3 years. People have been busy planting something besides crops. They've been sowing the seeds of justice and decency.
All right, knock it off, Father Winston. The 3 years I've had to listen to your sermons, I don't have to listen to them anymore.
All right, we're getting ready to pull out.
There never was a revenge worth the price, son. Whether it's getting even with someone or somebody else, or yourself. Think about it.
I have thought about it. Thanks for the sermon.
Hardy just left town, Travis.
Did he say anything?
It's what he didn't say that bothers me.
Well, thanks, Father. Wouldn't be so quick to run, but I got a telegram from the captain. He told me not to lag too far behind that stage. And the captain usually has a good reason. I want a word with one of your passengers. Kevin Hardy, step out. Do like I say, crawl all the way out. I've got a present for you from one of your friends, Wade Dehner. Get back in the stage. Put those horses out, driver. Move. Let's go. Tag. 5-minute stopover.
You had a close call, Harding. Somebody sure got it in for you. Here, it's a long ways to Gila Bend. You might need it.
Thanks.
Kevin. Hello, Kevin.
What are you doing here?
Is that all you can say?
What else is there to say?
My name. Tell me you're glad to see me. That I'm looking the same. I haven't changed. You hadn't sent my letters back without opening them. You know how I feel.
Who are you trying to fool?
Fool?
Go back and tell your father the man he hired to kill me didn't do his job.
The man my father... You don't believe that.
I believe what I saw and heard. Ask anybody who was on the stage what happened outside Palomas.
I don't have to ask. I know my father wouldn't stoop to hiring a man to kill.
But he'd stoop to running down the Hardy name. From what I hear, he's been doing a lot of it since I've been away.
From what you hear, who told you? Aaron. Aaron's been running roughshod over everyone in Gila Bend since you left. Everyone except Dad. The only one who'd stand up to him.
You'd say anything to save your father's hide, wouldn't you?
Dad can take care of himself. I've seen him face up to men before. Real men. Why don't you face up to a few things?
Like what?
The truth. Everyone knows what Aaron really is. Everyone except you. You've got a blind spot, believing everything he tells you because he's crippled. But it doesn't show where he's really crippled.
What do you mean?
Ask your ma. She's the only decent Hardy left.
Is that what you came here to say?
I came here to... Never mind. You're going back to Gila Bend with a chip on your shoulder, just the way Aaron wants you to do. And he'll goad you into a fight with Dad. And if Dad doesn't kill you, he will. And I don't care anymore.
There, that ought to hold you till I can get you to the doctor. Looks like I owe you a favor, Ranger. 2 rules I live by. One of them is I always pay back a favor.
Then tell me, who hired you to gun Hardy?
That'd be incriminating.
Thought you had rules.
I do.
And one of them's paying back favors?
That's right.
I just asked you to do me one. Guess you're just a lot of talk.
I don't see where telling would be doing you a favor.
Ah, forget it.
No, I won't.
The man wants to say something and back down on his word, that's...
Look, I ain't never gone back on my word. Hardy's brother hired me. I don't say I'm not a man of ethics.
Always figured Aaron Hardy for a no-count.
You figured right. That's another reason I didn't mind telling you.
Feel up to riding?
Where to?
Gila Bend.
What's happening there?
Someone's going to be mighty surprised when Kevin Hardy steps off that stage. Might be some killing.
You don't know it, Pinch, but you might be saving some lives.
Me? Pinch Folly saving lives? Oh, don't make me laugh.
I'll be back soon as I get the horses.
I want you men to cover this fence. Free to go up there, and you two go down here.
Hello, Mrs. Hardy.
Sit down, Captain.
Thank you.
An empty town isn't a very pretty sight, is it?
No, ma'am, it isn't.
Not a nice welcome home for my son. Do you think Kevin will like my new dress?
I think so.
This was always his favorite color.
It's very nice.
I tried to talk to Aaron, Captain, but he wouldn't listen. He told me I shouldn't interfere, that I was only a woman and I wouldn't understand. He didn't even want me to come to town to meet Kevin. I've been thinking over what you said, and it sure makes mighty pretty listening. But I still think you're a dreamer.
And what's more, a fool. Ma, I told you not to come into town.
It wouldn't be proper if I wasn't on hand to meet Kevin.
I'll be on hand. Now, you get in the buggy and get on home.
I'm staying, Aaron.
Now, Ma, why you gotta be like this? Ain't I got enough troubles without you fighting me?
You've been acting strange, Aaron. You got something on your mind you'd like to tell me?
Now, what made you say that, Ma?
A man can fool a lot of people, Aaron, but he can't fool his mother.
Now, you stay out of this running. Now, Ma, with all the threats Wade Dennis was making against the Hardys, there may be killing. Now, come on.
Wade gave me his word there'd be no killing before sundown.
Shut up, Browning, shut up! Now, instead of being here, why ain't you out protecting that stage Kevin is on? No telling what Wade Dennis might do, or what he's already done.
The stage is being protected. One of my rangers has been following it ever since Kevin got aboard.
Come on, Ma. I'm taking you home. Ma!
Kevin, my son, my son!
I want to talk to you, Kevin.
It's about Wade Dehner. Forget it, Captain. You're right, Aaron. Dehner ain't going to forget. He hired a man to kill me on the way home.
I knew it. I knew it, Ma. I knew Dehner would do something like that.
I don't believe he did.
I ain't given to lying, Captain.
Why don't you tell your brother about his homecoming present?
Well, I'll tell you all about it on the way home, Kevin. Got a lot to talk about.
I got something to take care of before I go home.
Dinner? You've only been home a couple of minutes, Kevin, and already you're thinking about killing. Why?
I know what's been going on, Ma. Aaron's kept me posted. I can't let Dehner go around running down the honor of the Hardy name, taking shots at us.
The honor of the Hardy name? There is no honor, son. Do you know how your pa got all his land and built his name? He killed for it. He shot his partner in the back and then stole from his widow, and he kept on killing. Oh, yes, he built a name, all right. But with other people's blood, oh, there's no honor in that, Kevin.
Ma, you don't know what you're saying.
You wouldn't kill, but you'd set other people onto it. Why don't you do like Captain Ronan says and tell your brother about the fence?
Fence? What fence?
Well, I'll tell you all about it on the way home, Kevin.
Would have been here sooner, Captain, but
That's the man Dehner hired to kill me.
Not Dehner. Your brother.
They're lying to you, Kevin. Ronning and Dehner are friends. They framed the whole thing. You know how lawmen stick together. Tell him I'm not lying, Ma. Tell him. Well, tell him, Ma.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Don't you make me kill you, Kevin.
Give me the gun, Aaron.
Stay back, Ma.
There's going to be no more killing, son. The law of the gun is on the way out. The man who knows told me. Give me the gun, son.
Don't let him hurt me, Ma. Don't let him hurt me. They're all against me, Ma. Oh, they never understood me. Ma, please don't. Don't let him hurt me, Ma, please.
It's going to be all right, son.
February 4th, 1901. Aaron Hardy was taken into custody by the Arizona Rangers in Gila Bend, Arizona. Along with Pinch Folly, he was tried in county court and sentenced to 3 to 5 years for attempted murder. Hardy was later paroled. February 5th, Wade Dehner and Kevin Hardy settled their dispute. June 8th, Mary Dehner became Mrs. Kevin Hardy. February 14th, 1912, Arizona achieved statehood, and 26 men who had a big part in making Arizona's history were the Arizona Rangers, a small company of big men.
This is the story of 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. High is the glory of 26 men whose courage helped to build the territory. 26 men who saddled up and then rode out to answer duty's call. 26 men who lived to ride again and fight for the rights and the liberty of all. This is the story of 26 men enforcing law within the territory. Praise be the glory of 26 men who rode the Arizona Territory. Ride on, ride on.